Hello, everybody, and welcome to Keever's Place, the Keever Murdoch Show and Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so excited for my guest that we will be having today. We are going to be talking to the one and only Miss Kiyana Mensah today. And she is the proud owner and CEO of Back to the Basics Tutoring. So come on in and get you a drink, make yourself comfortable because we are going to have a great time tonight as we converse and talk about tutoring, wealth, and just so many other topics. So come on in and stay tuned. Welcome to Keeper's Place, the Keeper Murdoch Show and Podcast. We hope that by the end of our show, you're left feeling empowered, motivated, and connected. So come on in the room and grab a drink. Make yourself comfortable and enjoy the ride for you at home at Keeper's Place. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Well, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. And my feet have come too far for you to tie 'em to the ground. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at and turn it back around. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. As promised, we have the Miss Kiyana Mensah with us. And I'm going to give you a brief introduction because my sister has it going on, right? I'm super duper excited. So we're going to dig into some education and some tutoring today. So let me just tell y'all just a little bit about her, okay? Miss Kiyana is the founder and CEO of Back to Basics Tutoring. She has been working with children for many years, and she finally decided in 2018, you know what? I need to step this thing up and open my own tutoring center. That's exactly what she did. She has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice slash pre-law and with a minor in French and legal studies emphasis. She's a certified master IEP coach, and she's certified in elementary strategies for ADHD. And she is currently working towards her certification in supporting children with reading disabilities. So, as promised, without further ado, please welcome to the stage Miss Kiyana Mensah. Hey, sis.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. It is such an honor to be here with the Keever. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It is a blessing to have you. Listen, I'm super excited about everything you have going on. You are a busy woman.
Yes, but by God's grace, He's given me the strength to do His will.
I hear that. I hear that. So, for those who don't know you, just tell them a little bit more about you and your business and about what you have going on.
Oh my goodness. So yes, this first off, like thank you, Miss Keever, for giving me the opportunity to be here. My name is Kiyana Mensah, and I am the owner and founder of Back to the Basics Tutoring, where we work with children grades K through 12 and specialize in closing achievement gaps and working with children with special needs as well in the areas of reading, math, American Sign Language, history, and we are working to get some other foreign languages as well, including Spanish and more. We use a different approach. So we use games, technology, free play, free movement to conduct our tutoring. We are going to be adding a new component this year. Yay! Where
That's
we're going to be adding GED services to our list of things because we want the whole family to be together. So we're going to be starting something like that this year to help our families get their GEDs as well as educate their children. We also have a sister company called Mensa Educational Consulting that will be coming out this year as well, where we work with families to advocate for their IEPs, 504 plans. And we also help renew them, go over all the strategies and different things like that to work with our families. So we're really excited for all the things that we're going to be doing in the community and worldwide.
I love that. I love that. And you have a lot going on in the business of education. But what I love about it is not only are you focusing on our children, which is extremely important, but you also providing services to help parents as well to be able to leverage up in whatever capacity they need to as with your offering of your GED services and all of that going on. But I believe everybody has a backstory, right? So what actually got you into tutoring and why did you decide to make it a business?
Oh my goodness. So when I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. And when I was in elementary school, I had a tutoring teacher as well. And this lady was so amazing. And she helped me get to a place where it seemed like my regular teachers really couldn't do it. It was just a method of how she was doing it. And then I have a amazing 7-year-old son who is very gifted. And we started doing education with him. So when he actually made it to K4, he was already reading at like a first grade level. And so we were having a little trouble with the school. Kind of accepting the fact that he was beyond where he needed to be. And so it started there first, where I'm like, okay, I really need to get into this education because I might end up homeschooling my son eventually because I don't really feel like the school's meeting his needs right now. I started, but then I was taking care of another child who was in the sixth grade, well, going to the sixth grade, and didn't know basic subtraction. And I was like, wait a minute, how are you going to middle school and you don't know the basics? And it was like this child has kind of slipped through the cracks. Nobody really was paying attention. He was receiving special education services, but the gap just kept getting bigger. And so I just happened to put a post out there, and I asked families like, "Hey, who else is struggling with this? Like, how many other people, children, are not performing the way that they need to perform?" And I got an overwhelming response from people that was like, my child, my son, my daughter, my kids, they are not doing what they need to do. And so I started off doing this as a pro bono thing. And then it just kind of went from there. I said, we need to get back to the basics. And that's how the name of our company was founded as well, because we need to get back to the basics of teaching and learning. And so that's what started because I realized that there were so many children that were falling to the wayside and not really getting the education that they needed. So I wanted to provide something supplementary to what the regular school is already giving. And that's how we got started. And I'm so excited about that.
I love that story. I love that story. And you s- you saw the need not only in your home, but just within your local community and just being able to hone in on what those needs were because you just saw that there was a disconnect
Yes,
somewhere between the school
yes.
system and the children being able to learn or further their um, working with their homework. So th- that's amazing that you saw that disconnect.
And then a passion that I also developed in addition to the tutoring is literacy rates, right? And so a lot of my children struggle with reading. And so I'm very passionate about reading, especially for underprivileged children like Black boys, for example. I work really, really hard to um, break that generational curse of not being able to read, and work really hard with all of our children to make sure that they can read at the basic level so that they can at least be successful in their academic careers and more.
I love that. I love that. And that's so important, because I have a son too. And sometimes it takes for for boys, not all of them, but sometimes they just take that little extra push or that little extra encouragement, a little extra care in order
Mhm.
for them to persevere and push through. Because if they're anything like my son, like his attention span is like zero.
And that's the
So
thing, like, that's what's so amazing about our program, especially our in-person program. We're working on trying to find a way to get this in as well into our virtual atmosphere. But like we play a lot of games. So some parents, they were like, I think you guys are playing too much. And then I showed them the results and they're like, oh my God, my kid increased 1, 2, 3 grade levels. And it's like, yes, because we're not traditional. So I can throw a ball and teach your kid how to read versus forcing him to keep staring at a paper. That's really not keeping his attention. But if he wants to win the game, then he's going to be a little bit more attentive, um, irregardless to his inability to focus. And so, with that being said, I'm so glad that you brought that up about your son because guess what? Not only do we work with all children, we work with children that have ADHD, right? We've worked with children that have um, um, we have worked with children that have had dyslexia or signs of dyslexia. We have worked with children who are 14 years old and just now learning how to read. We work with children that have other visual impairments. Um, and we're just working with children of all different abilities. So we're excited about that.
I love that. I love that so much. And it's so important because we know the teachers in the classroom has a focus and they have like 30 children that they're trying to push that knowledge and that education through. But what I love particularly about your service is that you're able to provide that child with that one-on-one attention and that one-on-one, just so that they can be able to learn and you can realize that whatever learning style or ability that that particular child has, that you can really hone in on that. So tell us a little bit about some of your services. I know that looking at your website, you do a lot of fun activities to just engage the kids. So tell them a little bit about your services and if you offer in person as well as virtual services.
So yes, absolutely. We offer both in person and virtual. We have served families from different places, from Virginia to California to Maryland, to right here in our own home, in our own city and state, virtually. And we do offer in person here in Milwaukee metro area as well. We offer one-on-one tutoring. So that's an individual one-on-one. We can offer small group tutoring. So let's say it's two students to one tutor. Depending on where their levels are, we would match them up based on that. We also offer group tutoring of no more than 6 children and to one tutor. And that allows the ability for them to still have some social interaction, right? Build those social skills, but have the group small enough where we can still attend to their needs if they need like a one-on-one pull out or anything like that. Um, we also offer like consulting. So let's say you're like, I just want to kind of get an understanding. Like, I don't know what's going on with my child. I just want to kind of like talk with you before I sign up for anything. We offer that also. We also have like a a no commitment um start off. So we have this buy three, get two free. Where if you buy 3 hours of tutoring, you get two free. So you're getting 5 amazing hours of tutoring for the price of three. And that's a one-time thing that you can use. So if you're not sure, like I don't really know what if my kid's gonna like it, you can always try that out and see how it goes. So that's something that I'm definitely amazed about. We have packages available. And we do different types of things. So yeah, I mean, we're doing a plethora of things.
I love that. I love that. And I did take the time to go on your website. So what I want to do is I want to take a brief commercial, but then I want to come back and what I'm going to do, which I haven't done for anybody else before, we're going to share our screen because I want them to have a personal look at your website and just to see how easy it is to navigate. And you literally have everything right there at your fingertips. So stay tuned because we have a lot more to come. Are you struggling with hair growth and no matter what you do, your hair just won't grow? Then I introduce to you the Keever Naturals Hair Growth Serum. This growth serum is a proprietary blend of natural oils and essential oils and has proven results to jumpstart your hair growth process in as little as 30 days. Pair this hair growth serum with our Renew and Restore healing oil and is guaranteed to treat any conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, ringworms, and more. Visit our website today for these great products and all of our natural hair care line at www.klernicenaturals.com. Again, that's www.klernicenaturals.com. Order your Simply Key Sweets online today at simplykeysweets.square.site. Join us for Easy Talk Live follow-up virtual mastermind class, February the 5th, 2021, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, hosted by Eric Zuli and Omar Period. Register today through the Epic Business Leaders Group on Facebook.com and join the Easy Way Wall of Fame on EasyWayWallOfFame.com. Again, that's EasyWayWallOfFame.com. Okay, we are back. Are you guys enjoying this? I am thoroughly enjoying having Miss Kiyana Mensah here today. She's dropping all kind of nuggets. So let's bring her back on the screen and we're going to try to show you her website and just all of the various packages and just go into a little bit more conversation about what she has to offer. So come on back in, Miss Kiyana. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, as promised, let's see if we can share our screen here and to give them just a brief look at your website. To definitely show you her website and how easy it is to maneuver. And as she stated, she has a lot of different services going on. So you can definitely peep her website right there. But what I wanted to definitely show you was her various package plans that she has. On her website, if you go to tutoring services, you can click on package plans, and all of those package plans that she was talking about are right there at your fingertips. So if you have any questions, definitely check her out. The website is backtothebasicstutoring.org. Again, backtothebasicstutoring.org. Okay, so I gave them a brief synopsis of your website, but I want to talk about your team because we
Oh,
know to have a great program, you have to have a wonderful team. And I am personally so excited about your team. I've been doing my research and I am excited because they have various abilities or disabilities, but they use that not as a crutch, but as a way to relate and to engage your children. So tell us a little bit about your team.
oh my goodness. So before I even talk about our team, like I just want to talk about our core values, right? Because this is what we as a team like we value so much. Like one of the things that we value is one of our core values is creativity. Okay. Reason why that is so important is because creativity comes in different sizes and shapes and abilities, right? So we believe that the imagination is where passion starts. Okay, and the ability to change the world lives. So, with that being said, we foster an environment, whether it be virtual, right, or in person, that brings out the creativity in the mind of our students and our educators. Okay. The other thing that we focus on is courtesy, right? Because listen, we understand that everyone deserves respect, right? And we give that to our students, our families, and instill those skills in our students as well, right? Because we want them to grow up to be respectful citizens. The other thing, one of our other core values is continuous learning, okay? Learning is something that you do not stop. I don't care how many degrees you have, right? There's still something that you wake up and you can learn, right? So we believe that learning has no end. And therefore, our staff and our students continue to challenge what we know and keep an open mind about what we don't, right? So just
Mm.
because we're coming into students that, have a different challenge, and the challenge may be something that we've dealt with before, the student is different. And so we keep our minds open about what we don't know, and we're willing to learn their style, their way, right? And then another one is inclusion. Like this is one of the biggest things, right? Because we need to have an inclusive environment wherever we go. So we believe that every child deserves to learn, regardless to their ability or difference. We are one family. So if you ever hear me talk about my children, I always refer to them as my babies because they are my kids. I haven't physically birthed them, but they're like my kids as if I did birth them, right? And so does my staff. We feel the same way. We will not discriminate or exclude any child, regardless. Okay. One more of our core values is innovation. Okay. One of the things I talked about is what we focus on is technology, right? That's an innovation, right? We can use technology to reach anybody on the face of this earth as long as there's a capability there. And so we believe that as the world continues to change around us, so will our programs, our services, and our processes to meet the continuous needs of you and your family.
I love
I got
that.
a couple more. Just one of them is integrity, right? So one of the things that we want to make sure that we let everybody know, and it's our team, we mirror everything the same, is that we highly value honesty and transparency in our company and our policies and practices. We teach our students and staff that nothing has more value than the truth, even when it's not what others want. So we promise to be truthful, ethical, accountable, dependable, respectful, and most importantly, consistent. Um, and then just two more, which is well, three more, I'm sorry. Passion, right? As you can see, I'm very passionate
Mhm.
about this, right? I love doing this. I love working with my babies, y'all. I literally cry with them when I have them. But passion, we believe it's our responsibility, right? In serving our families, being fully committed in both mind, body, and soul, right? And so to trust us with such precious gifts as your children, right, is an honor. And we give everything in all of our endeavors when we're dealing with you and your family. Partnership, okay. This, as we tutor your children, as we work with you as an adult in our GED services that's coming up, as we work with you on our IEP, we have to have a partnership, a collaboration, right? It takes a village to raise a child, to educate a child. So we believe in partnership, and we believe, like I said, it takes a village, and that village does not just include us as your tutors, but it includes you. It includes our school districts, right? Because they are and very important as well. And so we believe in giving the best educational experience to those that we serve. We thrive in teaching our students and families the importance of teamwork. And last but not least, the most important one to me is perseverance, right? Because sometimes when we're dealing with children that have large achievement gaps, they want to give up because it's like, I'm 14, I'm 16, I'm 11, and I should have learned this in kindergarten, or I should have, or people have made fun of them, right? We believe that no failure is not the end, right? But a step in the right direction, right? When we choose to never give up, we practice in our company dismantling obstacles, okay? And using them to try harder the next time. We don't take no for an answer, and that includes our students and our staff, right? And we complete what we start. We persevere together until we proceed. And so with that, our team, as you will learn, is people that persevere through different abilities, through different differences, through different challenges in their life. And we want to make sure that you and your family understand what we bring to the table. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about first our lovely Cecilia Milligan. Cecilia is one of the most amazing people that I have ever met in my life. Cecilia is a Native American Sign Language speaker. So she belongs to the deaf and hard of hearing community. And she tutors children that are deaf or hard of hearing. The best part about Miss Cecilia, right, is that she works with children and advocate for children who are deaf or hard of hearing and teach them at the same time, K through 12. One of the things that she explained to me is that when children are integrated in a general education classroom that have hearing differences, that they typically fall to the wayside because nobody really know how to service them. And so she gives her story about how when she was in a gen ed, like she didn't learn much because there was no way for them to teach her. So this is why we're so passionate about who we're helping and using the American Sign Language skills that she has to teach our children in both reading, math, and English. So that's one thing about Miss Cecilia. And she has done this for several times. She has worked in deaf schools. She has worked with children and children and adults in deaf mental health. She has advocated for babies when they come out and their parents learn that they're deaf. She's advocated for them so that they can get certain services. So she is like one of the most amazing additions to our team. Then we have Mr. Michael Perazzetti, which I am so excited to talk about. He is actually autistic, but very, very smart gentleman. And he believes that everybody teaches and everybody learns, right? And so he doesn't have a one-way system. He's very adaptive, right? But he understands the struggle, learning that he was autistic late in his life. He understands the struggle, and so he's very passionate about educating children, and will go to the end of earth to make sure that they are learning. And I'm just like, when I met him, I'm like, yes, please come to our team. You're exactly what we're looking for. Like, we need you, right? And then we have Chalia. Trelia is also amazing. And guess what? She's right here in Milwaukee with us. She just graduated last year from the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Yay! And she is if I'm not mistaken, a behavioral interventionist. She has worked with children of different abilities, from autism to behavioral challenges, to um, different disabilities as well, and mental health. So she is like one of our most amazing members as well. And then we're in the process of getting a new member. Crossing our fingers that we get her. Um, I'm not gonna say her name yet, but I'm gonna tell you she is phenomenal. Very smart young lady. Um, Very gifted. She actually got a presidential award for her gifted performance in school from President Bill Clinton. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Yes, like she is amazing, amazing. Um, Very gifted in math. She started off going to school in biomechanical engineering, and she stepped away from that because the market was not diverse at the time. So, but she has her degree in political science and Afroecology. And so
Mm.
she's very passionate about teaching, and about our youth. And the most important thing is she's in the process of developing her own curriculum. So we are so excited, and I'm just hoping that we get to get her on our team because she is going to be amazing. And so that's who we are now, but we are everlasting growing, as we continue to reach global markets. We're going to be there in different ways. So yes, I'm so excited for our team. Thank you so much for bringing that up.
Not a problem, not a problem. And listen, y'all, reach out to Kiana and her staff. Listen, I'm telling you, especially nowadays with some families that are still homeschooling children. And I've been just in conversation with certain parents, and their children are still struggling with the curriculum and from being home because for most of them, well, I won't say most of them, but for quite a few of them, being home is new. So this is
Yeah.
completely new. It's a new setting. It's a new way of learning. If your babies are struggling with whatever, y'all have just heard Kiana break down her plethora of different resources and services that she offers. Reach out to her and her staff. I am confident. I stamp this with Keever Murdoch seal of approval. I know that you will be in great hands. Your babies will be well taken care of, and they will soar. They will soar. If you don't believe me, go to her website and click on results. She has proven results on her website that shows the fluctuate the influx of just how well her students are doing. It shows where they started from on their learning journey and how they have grown. So the numbers is always there. The proof is in the numbers, right?
Yes,
Go
it's in the
to her
numbers, and we
website.
haven't even put our new ones on there yet. Where I'm gonna have to get my website developer to show, like, just giving a quick run view. We had one kid came in, and he was reading at a 0.2 grade level. So if you want to make that into equivalent grade, that's like a K2 reading level, and he was in the second grade when we got him. Currently, right now, he is at a third grade reading level and he is in the third grade. So we are
Wow.
so excited about those results. And we're going to have our website developer put those on there.
When I saw that, I was like, okay, now there are certain websites that you go to where you get all of the information, but it's hardly ever a time where you can actually see the numbers. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I see you, girl. I see you.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And it's not even just that,
Exactly.
because guess what? Those numbers don't show the whole picture. It doesn't show how they've improved in their social skills. It doesn't show how they're the first one to volunteer in class. Now, it doesn't show how their confidence has boosted. But what we can see is we can see progress, and that's the most important thing.
That just warms my heart. I am so excited for everything that you have to offer. Listen, you guys reach out to her team. Go to www.backtothebasicstutoring.org. Again, that's backtothebasicstutoring.org. Okay, we're going to take one more quick break and we're going to come back and wrap up. She also has financial literacy education going on. So we're going to dig just a little bit into that. Did we say financial? Oops. Yes, we did. Stay tuned. Have you ever wanted someone to talk to but didn't know which way to turn? Have you ever needed advice in business and didn't know where to go? Well, at KLM Services Consulting and More, we can definitely be that for you. We're here to uplift, to encourage, and to coach you through difficult situations or decisions. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at KLM Services Consulting. KLM Services Consulting and More. We're here for you. Are you looking for a natural boutique? Then look no more. Keever's the natural choice boutique and gift shop, located in Camden, South Carolina. We have all natural products, ranging from deodorants, natural soaps, natural hair and skincare products, and everything that you need. But wait, there's more. At Keever's, you can also get women apparel, handbags, women's shoes, and jewelry. Visit us today at Keever's, the natural choice, boutique and gift shop. And be sure to follow us at Keever's Boutique and visit us in person at 2639 Suite D, Broad Street, Camden, South Carolina. Or visit our website at www.keeversboutique.com. All right. Yes. So I know that you've been doing these financial literacy classes. You just had one recently too, correct?
Yes, we had one in January the 23rd. And it was top notch. Oh my God, it was so much fun. I'm just so excited about that. I
Well, tell us a little bit about it and how you got into this.
Oh my goodness. So I'm so glad you like really got me going on. I'm so excited. So how I got into it, first things first. When COVID first happened, right? I was working my job and they first shut the schools down. And so I was like, oh my God, like I'm supposed to report to work on Monday, but the schools are closed. And I remember making a phone call to my job saying, hey, I don't really know what to do. Like the schools are closed, the daycares are closed. Like, I don't know. And one of the supervisors at the time made a comment that really woke me up. And she said, we don't really pay for you to work at home for that. So find a hobby and good luck.
Mm.
I cried and I told myself, I will never allow anyone to have that much power over my finances again.
Mm,
And so I immediately started digging into different ways of becoming more financially literate. I knew a little something, but now, no, like you cannot stop me. I felt like, when she said that, I felt like they took food out of my kid's mouth. And I was just like, never again. And so that's how I got started. And I'm just like, no, I'm going to be a millionaire or something, but nobody's going to control me again. And so that's kind of how that went. And I've been just digging into the stock market, learning, investing, learning more information, and just want to share it with the world about how they can become more literate about their finances and how to make their money work for them and not them working for their money.
I love that. So, with your class, how often are you holding classes right now? And if you have one coming up, when is it and how can they find out more about it?
So it started, in 2021, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do one class, and it just kind of like took off from there. So it looks like we're gonna be having one monthly. Um, and we have one on virtually. We have another one coming up on February the 20th, where you can get in with me, learning about the basics of the stock market, investing, some basic savings, and then the most important one is creating awareness of unnecessary spending. And I know you're like, yeah, I don't really unnecessarily spend. Well, I didn't think I was giving Amazon as much money as I was giving them until I sat down and crunched the numbers, and so we all have a little bit of some unnecessary that we could probably wrap up to create a better financial situation for us either now or in the future. And that's going to be on February the 20th, from 3 to 5 p.m. and it's going to be a webinar, so it's going to be virtual for us to kind of come together. We're currently only taking about 15 to 20 people because we want to keep it an intimate setting. So you want to sign up because the seats are going so fast. And we want to make sure that we can attend to you and your needs. And then we have just opened up the new one for our in-person on February the 27th. So if you are in the Milwaukee metro area or anywhere close by that you can drive in, we will have another one on February the 27th from 3 to 5. And we are taking 20 people at that time, because, like I said, we want to make sure that we don't just have a lot of people. We want to hear you. We want to talk to you. We want to be able to have you engage because that's our teaching style. We need you to be a part of it. So that's why we keep our group small at the moment. Um, and go from there. So yes, please, please. And guess what? This is a series. So we're going to be learning different things every time. We're going to have real estate. We're going to be talking about life insurance. We're going to be coming out with one for the kids that you can send your kids to learn how to create wealth. Because guess what? If you have all this wealth and you leave it to your kids and they don't know how to handle it, they're going to blow it. And so we're going to have to start over all over again. We don't want that. So when we're creating generational wealth, we have to teach generations how to hold it. So we're going to be coming up with that as well for our students.
I love that. And I love the fact that, like you said, series, because we know that talking about finances and, you know, s- if you try to pull it all on you at one time, it can be a bit overwhelming.
Yes, it can. It really can. And so we give you a little bit of pieces, and so it's like, okay. And guess what? We give you a time to apply what we're saying, right? Because we want you to see the fruit of your labor. So let's say we're talking about the stock market and you decide, okay, ooh, that sounds good. I want to start investing. Go invest. We want you to then go, the new part of the series will be hosted every quarter. So for example, we started the first class in January and then we're going to repeat that class in February. But then in March, we're going to have the next series topic. That's going to be released in March. And then we'll do March that one and then April that one. And then, after that, we'll release the next part of the series. So this is something that's ongoing. Financial wealth is not something that you could just come into right now. We got to build it. Other people have been building it for generations, and so we can't learn it overnight. So we have to learn it over time. And I'm so excited. So make sure you come and learn how to make your money work for you.
I love that. Now, okay, let's back up a minute. Your
Okay.
virtual that you have going on. Now, if they wanted to um register for that, how would they register?
Perfect. So we have a link on our website, but I'm going to give you the direct link. It's
Okay.
www.backtothebasicstutoring.org/our, that's OUR dash events. That way you can get directly to the link. You don't got no trouble. Sign up, register, put your investment in, which is, you'll see on the website, and then go from there. And the best part about this, y'all, let me tell you, you can start investing with as little as $5. And that's a dash between the hour and the event. And it's an S on there. But yes, trust me, you want to make sure that you're getting this because you don't want to miss it. And listen, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be in that financial situation again where somebody can tell me how they're going to give me my money. And so that's how that started. Yes.
Now, is this also the same registering site for your in-person event as well?
Yeah. So when you go on the website, you'll see there's a difference between there says like a webinar and then a seminar. So
Awesome.
you'll be able to see the difference. But let's say, for example, you accidentally sign up for the in-person and you are in Texas. All right. You just contact us and we'll be able to correct that for you.
Okay, so again, your virtual event is coming up on February the 20th, 3
Mhm.
to 5 p.m. And let's make sure this is Central Standard Time because she's
Yes.
in Milwaukee.
Yes.
Okay, so keep
Mhm.
that in mind. Central Standard Time, virtual February the 20th, 3 to 5 p.m. And then the in person that she has coming up is February the 27th, 3 to 5 Central Standard Time. And do not, I'm going to definitely be getting in more actually, because I need several things that you mentioned. So I'm going to definitely be in these wealth classes.
Come on, come on, come on. We want to make sure you get that
For
millionaire
sure.
status.
For sure, for sure, for sure. But what I love about it, and do not hesitate, y'all, because like she said, these groups are very small and intimate so that she can really focus on what your needs and make sure that you're grasping what she's teaching and that you understand exactly how to implement it. So I love the fact that the groups are very small, they're very intimate, and that if there is anything that I know that I don't understand, I can just reach out to you and hey girl, can you explain such and such to me? And I feel like she will definitely be able to coach you and get you on the right track.
Yes, and what we're going to be doing very soon is we're going to be having, like, I want to call it like a mentor group. So what that means is, like, let's say Keever, you said you want to join, which I'm so excited to have you
Yes,
here.
definitely.
But once you finish that, you're going to be then added to this group, right? And once you're added to the group, right, then you'll be able to ask questions in there. And if it's somebody else that's in there that knows, what to do, then they will, be able to answer the question if I can't get to it fast enough. Everybody is a part of it.
Love it. I love it. I love it. This has been so good. I hope you guys are enjoying her. So we're going to take one more break and then we're going to come back and she's going to tell us how to get in contact with her. So stay tuned.
Hi, I am Yolanda Rory, founder of Total Grace Consulting and Grace Coaching Academy. You are listening to Keever's Place, the Keever Murdoch Show.
Okay, we are back. We are back. So I wanted to definitely make sure that I had the correct email so that you guys, not email, excuse me, website. So you can definitely reach her and be able to get to her financial literacy services. All right, so let's make sure I have this correct. Back to the basicstutoring.org/hours-events.
Yes, you got
Okay.
it.
I just wanted to make sure because listen, I don't want people to have any trouble finding you. And that's one beautiful thing that if something is not right, you listen, we'll snatch it right down to fix it. So I love it. I love it. So let them know how they could get in contact with you, how to find you all over social media.
Yes. So, okay. A lot of people add me on Facebook under my name, Kiyana Mensah, which I am totally okay with. You can do that. But to follow our business, it is learning made fun basics, and we're on both Instagram and Facebook. So you could definitely add us on any of those hashtag social media handles and inbox us or anything, and we will definitely get back to you. Also, you can email us at mrsm@backtothebasicstutoring.org. Or you could call our office at 414-973-1009. And we look forward to hearing from all of you, whether it be for our tutoring services, our IEP services, our GED services, or for our financial literacy services. We're here to serve your needs.
Thank you so much. Repeat that phone number one more time.
Of course, 414-973-1009.
I love it. I love it. Miss Kiyana, thank you so much for joining us today. I thoroughly enjoyed having you. I'm super excited about what you have going on. Listen, you guys, definitely reach out to her if you have any questions, if you have children that are struggling and just need tutoring, if you know adults who need to finish their GED, if you need IEP services, financial literacy, let Kiyana Mensah be that resource for you. So definitely reach out to her. Visit her website. Again, it's www.backtothebasicstutoring.org. Again, that's www.backtothebasicstutoring.org. Thank you again so much, Kiyana. It has been a pleasure. Hang
Thank
tight.
you so much. Thank you
Not a
so much
problem.
again.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for joining us at Keever's Place, the Keever Murdoch Show and Podcast. Join us every Thursday night from 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And be sure to follow us on all social media, Facebook and YouTube at Keever's Place. If you would like to be a guest, then visit our site at tinyurl.com/Keever's Place Booking. Again, that's tinyurl.com/Keever's Place Booking.